So right now, there are a lot of teams in the NBA that are surprising most people. So this segment is catered to just that. We're each going to name the team that has surprised us the most. I'm going to go first. I actually have I have three choices. I'm only going to go into depth with one because it's going to be too long, but I just want to give like an honorable mention type of thing. So the Jazz, I think they've been playing great. The Pacers have been playing great too. But the team that I'm going to go in depth with that I've been most surprised by this season is none other than the New York Knicks.
Of course.
The New York Knicks, they are playing phenomenal basketball. Man, they're way better than the Chicago Bulls you got over there going on. Listen, right now, in 2019, the Knicks were 18th in opponent points per game. They were 23rd in defensive rating. This year, they're first in opponent points per game and 6th in defensive rating. We did a segment about Tom Thibodeau to New York. I told you, he'll get Julius Randle to play defense. I told you back then, you might have forgot. But in that video, you disrespected the Knicks a lot in that video.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you disrespected the Knicks a lot.
I said Tim was going to help defensively.
You disrespected the Knicks a lot. I could pull up the clips. The Knicks defense right now is first in opponent field goal percentage, first in opponent three-point percentage, and this team is basically the same. We added Obi Toppin, who's not a known defender, Emmanuel Quickley, who wasn't known as a defender in college, Alec Burks, who's not a defender, and Nerlens Noel, who is known as a defender, but he doesn't even get much minutes. The difference has been Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau has coached this team tremendously. The culture of New York has changed. R.J. Barrett has taken that second-year leap, and we got players to buy in like Julius Randle and Elfrid Payton. They're not passing the ball just to each other anymore. They're sharing the sugar. Everybody's getting touches. This is a team effort. If you want to look at a collective team effort, if you want to look at a real team, look no other than the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks right now are a real legit team, and they've brought hope back to the city of New York. RJ is taking up the challenge. And listen, man, I know that I changed my team because Harden went to the Nets. But I'm always a Knicks fan at heart. I bleed blue and orange.
No, you don't.
Simple as that. And green because I'm a Jets fan. The Knicks will always be in my heart, and when they do good, I smile. But I'm going to also smile when Harden wins the championship with the Nets. I'm a fan of both teams. That's who I am right now. And the Knicks have had one of the toughest schedules in the league, and they're still playing good. They're 8-8 right now, and I just see them continuing to get better. And wow, you were wrong. Everybody was wrong about the Knicks. I was wrong about the Knicks.
Hold on.
I had them tanking for Cade.
The year isn't over yet. Let's relax now. Let's calm down. We're not necessarily wrong yet. You just look good right now. Second of all, so when the Knicks are winning, you're going to praise them. But when they're losing, you're not a Knicks fan at the moment. That's what you're saying.
No, I never said that.
When they're losing, you are nowhere to be found. You are very quiet.
They were losing all of last year. I was very vocal about the Knicks last year.
Okay, all right. But last year, Harden wasn't on the Nets.
Yes. so you just basically said that with no prior knowledge or
because they were on like a 2-game losing streak and you were like quiet for like a week.
You didn't ask me. I kept talking about.
You kept talking about Harden. You was just talking about Harden.
Well, of course, everybody was talking about Harden.
All right. Shout out to the Knicks. They've been playing hard. Tibbs got them in that defensive culture. I already knew he was going to do that. Don't know what Joel was talking about. We had him in Chicago for years. So he had D Rose playing defense. So I already knew Elfrid Payton, RJ Barrett, and they was going to buy in. But my surprising team has to be the Indiana Pacers just for me because I didn't expect them to be this good. I know it's still early, but I had them as a borderline team getting in. I didn't expect Sabonis to make this big leap. I didn't expect Brogdon to be playing this well. So shout out to them. I didn't even expect – I thought Miles Turner was going to be traded, but now it's looking like he could still stay there and be a corner piece for them. So shout out to Indiana for them. They've been playing really well. They have definitely impressed me. I have to see more in the playoffs like we were just talking about. They have to show me some more, but it looks like they have a bright star in Sabonis. So shout out to Indiana.
Yeah, like you did, I want to give some honorable mention teams. The Pacers, like you guys said, I probably would have picked them, but I wanted to go a little bit
I know where you're gonna pick.
Outside the box. I also want to give a shout out to the Cavs, and maybe it's recency bias, but their young talent has looked pretty good early on, and
You were talking about blow the whole thing up.
I was. In preseason, I was.
I think we all were.
I
didn't say that.
I didn't think that Sexton and Garland were going to work, but, I mean, they've been so good offensively that the defense hasn't really mattered. Okoro has looked really good so far. I think he was a great addition for them. And obviously the Kevin Porter Jr. situation was a mess, but I like the direction they're headed in. They still got a long ways to go, but if they could unload Andre Drummond for some assets, I think they do a good job this season.
I don't think they should unload on him.
I just don't see him fitting in their time frame. But the team that I really wanted to talk about is a little bit outside the box. I'm going to say the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Hornets.
No. I really like what the Thunder have done this season. Another team that we said we thought was just going to be tanking, all Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and you were just going to develop him, get a lottery pick, and they're still probably going to be a lottery team, let's be real. But I've been very impressed, like I said, with the Cavs, with their development of young talent. And I could go down the list. Shea, Lou Dort has taken incredible steps in his game. Darius Baisley has been really good. Isaiah Roby has been really fun to watch. Hami Diallo. So it's all these young guys really contributing. And then even guys like George Hill and Al Horford have not been bad for them. So they got this weird crop of good veterans and young talent. And it just seems like anything they touch turns to gold. So I really can't wait to see how this team develops over the next couple of years between the picks, the young talent, the veteran leaders. They are just in a great position. Although it's not showing up on the win-loss column right now, they keep an eye on them because they're fun to watch right now, but they are going to become a great team over the next couple of years.
A team that I think are the sleepers. I'm going to have to go with not sleepers because everybody's awake, but I think the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns, I'm not going to lie, they're fourth in the West right now. And with the addition of Chris Paul, they're looking solid. Him, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton, you could say a little big threes coming together there. DeAndre Ayton doing the dirty work, but I think that's going to play out good over time. I think Chris Paul is going to help Devin Booker out a lot when it comes to playoff experience and pedigree and all of that good stuff. So I got Phoenix, and I got them.
Phoenix is a great team. I could have went with Phoenix too. Just to recap, you have the Pacers.
Oh, we gotta get some flowers to the Charlotte Hornets too. Like that's a team.
When you say Charlotte Hornets, you say it like
Luke
somebody's
Cornett.
teaching you how to say it.
Really?
Yeah, like
It's the
okay.
Hornets.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Hornets. Whatever.
Hornets.
Like whatever. Hornets.
Hornets.
Bro has two words at the same time. Hornets.
It's just the way I talk.
Like there's like a pause when he says
yeah.
it. Like Hornets. So he picked the Pacers. You picked the OKC Thunder. You picked the Suns, and I picked the New York Knicks. I think out of all the teams that you named, the most surprising is the New York Knicks.
Oh, wow. What a surprise.
I think it would be them.
I think OKC and Knicks are up there.
Yeah. In the East, it would be you guys.
I mean, personally, I thought the Suns were going to be playoff locks.
I thought
I thought the Pacers were going to be that too.
I thought that both of them were going to be playoff locks, but they're still playing better than I thought they were going. Like I thought that they were both going to be playoff locks on like towards the bottom of the playoff teams to make it, and they've both been top tier teams.
I wasn't as high on Phoenix as you guys was, so shout out to them. They've been playing definitely well, and I wasn't high on Indiana at all. I thought they were going to be like an eighth.
Yeah,
ninth seed.
and I should also, if you're going to say that, I should give a shout to the Jazz because I was very
you both were
critical
wrong
of the
about that,
Jazz.
and we're going to get on that very soon.
Jack was wrong about the Jazz. You were wrong about the Suns too. Yes, I got the video. I got the playback. I edited the clips when the clips I posted on TikTok.
He rewatches.
So I rewatch a lot of videos.
Yeah, where was I wrong? What did I say?
You were like, can't pick them to make the playoffs. I don't know.
When did I say I couldn't pick them to make the playoffs? I don't remember that.
No,
at
you were
all.
100% wrong about Cleveland. I remember that one like clear as day.
Yeah,
like,
who wasn't?
Yeah, but you were like going crazy, like blow it up. I don't know if they're gonna work. Like you were going crazy, and they look good. I was like, oh,
If I remember, that was the Pistons that I said that about.
No, you said about them too, but you didn't say what would the Pistons blow up.
The Pistons. I went off.
Well, you said Cleveland blow up the backcourt. That's what you said. You said they both can't
because
coexist.
I mean, still, I have concerns about that defense moving forward.
Yeah,
But
that
there are
defense-
teams.
their defense is number two in the league.
Of these teams that we've named, you were really wrong about Phoenix. Like that, look for certain. We watched the video.
I will. I don't remember saying that I couldn't pick them as a playoff team.
You were saying you're gonna hesitate. You're like, I'm hesitate to do it.
We had to see how it was going to work.